We went to Apollo Beach Skate Park in Apollo Beach, Florida. Me and my son went. Didn't realize you had to have full pads, knee pads, elbow pads, and helmet unless you're over 13. Speaking of that, I got Pro Design elbow and knee pads. They are like, I think like $300 for the pair of them. And they're custom to your like size of your knee and your elbow and the measurements and all that. So it's different than getting regular 187 knee pads from the store and stuff like that. Been trying to hit corners while I'm grinding. The last few times I've done frontside, did a pipe coping on the pool of Holmes Beach. Last time I was in Holmes Beach, Florida. And so then today when we went to Apollo Beach, I was like, man, they got this little pocket here with pool coping, so I could practice the pool coping, because ultimately I want to be able to shred my local in Bradenton. It's a 6.5 foot shallow and a 10 foot deep. I want to be able to grind there comfortably and board side there comfortably, but I got to build up to it. So it's hard to find some places with actual pool coping. There's a little pocket I'm trying to work. So just feeling out the front sides. I feel more comfortable doing front sides, coming from doing more front sides when I was younger. Taking a 20-year break has made me do a lot more things with my son, so I'm doing things now that I did not do when I was younger, but also still feel comfortable doing it here. Finding a hard time here sitting my heels in the back seat of my skateboard and turning enough. I slid out a couple times. You see me slide out there, but I slid out on the top one time, and so I want to make sure that I get up on the coping correctly, and I'm also not like reverting going up the ramp. I've got 56 millimeter wheels on there, so I've got big enough wheels. I didn't want to do like my big setup, so I was just rocking 56s with 159 indies, hollows, and the Bones Ripper, OG Ripper. It's the Flight as well too, so it's pretty light. And just trying to knock out some solid reps of putting in the front side. So getting more comfortable with it there, and then eventually would like to move on down the coping instead of just axle stalling it in.